If there is one lesson Pakatan Harapan can learn from the last 3 by-elections, is that they shouldn't form their campaign strategy around stereotypes. You would think that the government had learned its lesson after their first or second loss. But no, we still aren't all that sure they had learned it even after their consecutive third loss. There are 2 stereotypes that Harapan thought they could rely on. 1, all BN supporters makan dedak. And 2, non-Malays will always blindly vote for Pakatan Harapan. If the myth that all BN supporters are dedak eaters is true, then Harapan could have won convincingly in all previous 3 by-elections. The generosity of the government with election goodies during these times were without equal. It's not just handing out hampers and food coupons. It is the blatant vote buying with the rerouting of ECRL and conditional promises of developments. Yet, somehow, none of them gave a hoot about these enticements and continued to vote BN. Analysis into Rantau polls, a mixed constituency, reveals that even in areas populated with non-Malays, BN is still able to win convincingly in almost all of them. What happened there? The Chinese and Indians used to be PH staunchest supporters during and the months following GE14. Well, again and again, Harapan had let them down, breaking every last election promises ever made to them. Instead, the government showed more enthusiasm, chasing after votes that eluded them last GE. The complaints of non-Malays fell on deaf ears as the top brass of Harapan each pushes for their personal agendas. Agendas like the third national car and abolishing the death penalty. It is only during by-elections where they suddenly remembered the existence of the minorities. But even then, they choose to play a repetitive blame game narrative, and often the race card. For instance, the DAP Cameron Highlands candidate with his Kui anecdote, or the Human Resource Minister who urged Indians in Rantau to vote only for their own race. In essence, the non-Malays are taken for granted by Harapan. So it isn't surprising that, in response, the non-Malays finally decided they have had enough and show the government that they are nothing without them.